Can you
Hello.
can you see them?
No.
Or is the video cropped?
It's cropped. I just see you in arms.
But what if
and a
you
leg.
turned yours off?
More arms.
I'm eating something.
Hugaboos?
Hobnobs.
Hobnobs.
On this side, you have chocolate. And
That looks good.
is
They're really
graham
good.
cracker like.
They are my favorite biscuit. I brought them over.
I'm obsessed.
That looks like if it was a Girl Scout cookie, it'd be the best one.
Speaker full screen. Friend, if you go to your right side, you can change the layout.
Okay.
And if you hit speaker full screen, it should change, but it's just on you and you're not speaking. Sorry for the reach.
What's the Girl Scout cookie with the coconut?
Full screen. Okay.
See those?
Yeah.
I can see you.
It's like,
And we can't see ourselves, which is comforting.
Yes.
yeah, it's better for me.
Yeah, it's better that way.
I was just telling them I don't really have a plan.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I thought of that. I was like, we don't have a topic or anything. It's just, yeah.
So I don't have a tagline, but I was wondering if
Oh shit, I had one. What was it?
I was gonna see if our guests wanted to help us out with
Yes, please.
All right, Janai, it's all on your shoulders.
Hi, my name is Janai. Hello, friends. My name is Janai, and welcome to the Pickles and Vodka podcast, a podcast that's put out 200 pickles.
What is this? Oh my god! Is this literally 200 pickles?
What?
Lauren, look.
200 pickles?
Clarify, it's a vodka.
It's
We're not drinking it.
It's
In a vodka. Oh my god!
You effing?
Yeah, I drank it with grandma on the walk home from work when we drank.
Okay, y'all, wait. This is crazy because when I first started the podcast, one of my friends gave me a bottle of effing vodka. Like the very first episode. And now we're on the 200th and the effing is back.
That's effing crazy.
That's effing crazy!
I know. I still remember when I first moved to Chicago, then that stuff was like coming out and getting popular, and I just got the biggest kick out of the billboards, and I was like, effing vodka.
Oh my god. I'm already getting awkward because people are being nice to me.
No, we're doing most of the podcast.
Oh yeah, the podcast.
Yeah.
The thing that we're here to do.
Well, it's our 200th episode, as we've established pretty strongly.
Sorry.
Got us 200 pickles. Pretty awesome.
In a vodka bottle.
There's a couple more that will actually make their way to you.
Okay.
Not 200.
I can't stop clapping. So we should probably thank you for that. By the way, we're gonna really keep it in. We should probably introduce our guests. Also, I don't know where to look.
Hilarious.
I feel the same. It's almost more nerve-wracking not being able to see my video because I'm like, do I look stupid?
No, you look gorgeous.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
God.
So we have two former podcast guests with us in this room. We have Janai, and then we have Adie, who is visiting us from where?
Birmingham, England.
Yes.
Exciting.
We have our very first transcontinental guest.
Yes. Funny story. You said 80 a couple times, and I was just like, oh, it's another friend of yours. And it wasn't until you linked on Peach. I was like, oh, I know who this is.
Yeah, I don't really... I
Try not to rock it. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, it's okay. It's really fun.
I know.
Why would you give me a stim chair and then tell me not to stim?
Because I like to torture people. I could switch it to the bed.
I've forgotten what I was saying.
Wait, what are you doing here? Not on Pickles and Vodka.
Not as in go away.
You're here in the country. Not just for Pickles and Vodka.
I am visiting friends from Peach.
Yes. We actually got 2 voicemails for our 200th episode, and one of them was like, I don't know what the hell Peach is, but
Oh,
no. I might have extravagated. Exaggerated, thank you. So yeah, we introduced y'all. Anything else?
Janai was on the sexisode.
Yeah,
You can say that.
can I submit voice notes?
yes,
Yeah.
and you submitted a voice note for our last episode, but you were anonymous.
I don't... Should I say my name?
If you want.
I just press go, and then I assume you know it's me because I have...
We just default kind of say anonymous if we don't know. We don't want to say anyone's name and then be like, fuck that, I didn't want to be heard.
Yes, and then this one mysterious British person. We've got no idea. There's
This
millions.
is our mysterious British person.
Yes.
Oh, I also sang Happy Birthday on Lauren's, and you're like,
Oh,
That was you!
yes.
Oh my god! Wait, what language is
I did
that?
not know who that was at all. Now I know.
I felt really awkward singing it in English or French because those are the ones that I did as a child, and I don't know why that was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, but I can do it in Norwegian. That feels okay.
Wow.
Are you fluent in Norwegian? Or
And
singing?
conversational.
Oh, okay.
I had wanted to move over there, and you need to pass some fluency test. But in between me deciding I was going to move and me being good enough to pass the fluency test, I got disabled. And yeah, I was going to get a working visa. Can't do that if you can't work. So I was like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I still love Norway.
Yeah, I used to have a pen pal who was Norwegian that I knew for like 12 years, and we would like exchange letters and chocolate and stuff. We never met in person.
I had a pen pal that was Finnish.
Finnish is such a difficult language.
Her name was Eva, and she had beautiful long blonde hair.
Sorry, I love that we're talking about this now.
Do you guys have a thing in school where, like, they gave you a person to be a pen pal in a different school?
Yes, that's how I got mine.
Oh, wow.
But they were specifically usually in different countries, because that's what I had, one in Turkey and one in Finland.
That must have
Damn.
cost a lot for the postage stamps.
Probably, but you know, I was pretty young, so I bet I just made my parents pay it.
My parents paid for mine too.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it wasn't as expensive back.
Yeah. Because my Turkish pen pal, she actually like sent me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. And I remember it because she said, you know, she knew it was my birthday, and she was like, and English was not her first language, so she wrote it kind of sparingly or whatever. And she was just like, I know that it is your birthday, and I wanted to send a gift, and I didn't know what you like, but I thought a towel is always a good gift. And she sent me a towel.
Really?
That's very
Yes.
Really? Wait, what does that mean?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I thought that's what you were referring to. I've never seen it or read the book.
Oh, yeah.
There is a famous quote that you need a towel.
Ah, I bet.
I don't think that's why she said that. I think she just thought, like, what's something I can get her that everyone will use?
But I know
But
a few people just got that reference.
Yeah, but I did get it when you said it.
So I thought we could do kind of a where you at speed round. Like,
Okay.
maybe 5 minutes each just to say how we're feeling right now and like or we don't have to.
I think that was a not first. Isn't that what that is?
I mean, I can start. Oh, I'm Christina, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm Lauren. Still.
This episode is not going to be very serious.
Or structured.
What? Or coherent.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all, by the way, we all took edibles
Nice.
before. Believe it or not, it hasn't hit yet. So
This is just regular.
This is just
I found an entire 4-pack of cranberry poppy left over.
it's a soda. It's a probiotic soda that's gotten really trendy in the US lately. They sell them at my work. You'll see them.
And since we were recording late, then I also dumped some premix Cosmopolitan in it because it's cranberry. So that's what I have.
Beautiful. But yeah, I guess I'll start. I feel a little anxious, but happy. And I feel like when I'm happy, I often feel anxious. I don't know if it's because I'm happy and I'm worried, like, it's a weird feeling.
We don't.
Siri, shut up. It's not even
haven't
5
gotten
o'clock. She's on Seattle time.
We haven't gotten that one in a while. We
I
don't
know.
usually record that late.
We haven't recorded this in a while.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
For Seattle.
Oh, no. What was I saying?
You were saying how you were.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel Just don't laugh at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Look into the camera like you were just looking in my eyes.
I'm so sorry. I'm not.
No, I'm glad you alerted me to this. I don't know. I feel good, I guess. I'm glad that my friends are here. Yeah, I feel like we talk about online community a lot, and it's always this.
was your phone.
That was my phone. It's always so special when we get to meet in person. And I think we'll probably get more opportunities to talk about this later on because, like I said, one of the voicemails mentions it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm so grateful for both of you, and I'm glad you're here.
We're very happy to be here.
Yes.
Thanks for letting us be here.
Right. Yeah. Lauren, do you want to go next?
Sure. First of all, like now that I see everybody in the room, I'm super jealous that I'm not there.
Oh, sorry.
I know. Like, I want to hang out.
You are kind of hanging out now. Though.
Yeah. I've been exhausted. I don't know why. I mean, I had Monday off. I didn't even do a full work week, and I just am like I was taking my trash out earlier today and realized, you know, the feeling, like say, like if you have a legit reason to be tired, like you've been working out or something like that, I'm like, oh, my legs just feel like they don't even want to walk.
Nothing.
There was no specific reason for it. Yeah. I mean, I worked from home today, so I get an extra like half hour, 45 minutes to sleep in even. No reason. I can say, you know, not to bring everything down, but
that's why we're here.
It is usually what we talk about. And I think I realized from conversations with you that it hadn't come up. The whole thing with the boyfriend's dog, who, as we heard in past episodes, is attacked my dog and is the reason he's no longer here. And initially, he was even fully ready, like, do I need to put him down? You know, he was going to do whatever I wanted. And I said, you know, like, I don't know, maybe I still have too much like Christian upbringing. I was like, killing another dog's not going to bring my dog back. Life for a life isn't
true.
Yeah. And so, you know, I didn't want that. But of course, given the situation, I was not going to be able to look at that dog again. So that was my thinking, is I was just like, I don't want you to put him down. If possible, I would like you to get rid of him. And he was totally fine with that. And then time went on, and I just feel like because the time's gone on, it's become, you know, probably harder on his end because he still, you know, like takes care of the dog every single day. And you start, when it's not, you know, yours that had the tragedy, I feel like you can start to kind of like get comfortable with this dog that you've already had living with you for 4 or 5 years. And it's just... like, I still don't feel like it's my place to demand. Like, I don't want to end the relationship, and I don't think that would be good for a continued relationship to say, like, we are done unless you get rid of your dog, like, ultimatum.
Well,
but it still hurts.
So,
yeah.
I mean, what do y'all think? I feel like I've told Lauren what I think.
And there is still the point that, you know, like I did say, like flat out, I'm not going to budge on this one. I'm just like, I'm not going to tell you to get rid of him, but I will not go over to your house. So just, you know, accept that that's part of it.
Yeah, that's your valid boundary. You don't, there's no stating that. It's not making an ultimatum. You're making concessions and going other places. You're not saying an ultimatum to someone whose first reaction was to say, I'm going to put this dog down instead of let's find behavioral courses. So, sorry, I have strong feelings about that, but that's not the point. Yeah, I mean, all you can do is set the boundary that you need to do. Okay? If your relationship ends, it does. But if this person has big care for you, they're going to do what they can to work within the boundaries that are required for access to you.
Yeah.
And I will say things are not, it's not wrong to do.
Yeah. And I mean, I will say, you know, like when I've said that, it's like right now we have about like a half-hour drive to each other's house. And, you know, he comes here probably at least 3 times a week, has never once, you know, complained that he's doing all the driving. So, you know, at least he realizes like he does not get to do that because I would do the driving if I could go to your place, but I can't.
Yeah. And if he does, you could drive and pick him up and get dinner and then go back to your place or something.
Yeah.
Could work.
Yeah.
But you're more important.
Yeah. And also it like just happened.
Yeah. It's still only been about a month.
And you were with Pico like way longer than you've been with this guy, you know? So.
And there were times where I felt like Pico was the only thing that was keeping me alive. So, yeah.
Yeah. Keep me updated, I guess. I'm glad that you're sticking to your boundary, though.
Yeah. And I mean, I just like repeat it to myself because it's like definitely, I I don't like to deal in absolutes, so I can't say this will never change, but it's certainly not going to change in 1 or 2 months.
Things not having changed in 1 or 2 months is very understandable and reasonable. And it's good that he doesn't seem to be expecting it to change, because that would be unreasonable.
Would be a big red flag. It's like, why aren't you over it yet?
Yeah. Well, you're still in the thick of it. You just gotta take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the theme of a roller coaster continues for me for this week. Who's next?
Hi, I'm Adie.
Hi, Adie.
I've had a really nice week because I've been in the States the whole time, seeing friends and drinking a lot of cocktails and eating my body weight in chips,
Nice.
which has been very good.
Hell
It's going to
yeah.
continue.
It is going to continue.
It's
yes.
my...
It is your duty and your honour.
It is.
And I was very calm going through the security at the airport today, which I was really proud of myself for, because I find, shockingly, coming from a place where there aren't a lot of people with guns, having people with huge guns walking
Oh,
around...
no, you're freezing again.
Can you hear now? I could switch my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you guys are getting really choppy and freezing.
We're talking about guns. Did you hear that, Lauren?
Hold on. I'm
I just want
reconnecting.
to talk like this.
Oh, God.
Tired.
Okay.
She was disapproving.
Are you...
Oh, no.
I came back just in time to hear Lauren.
Oh, it keeps freezing.
Oh, no. What happened?
You look beautiful.
You look...
Am I making a stupid face when I freeze?
It's that face.
like this the rest of the time.
Wasn't she? You look
was
so happy. Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's worse.
Stop! Put the phone down.
We can't see you saying that. It's even better. Are we good now? On your end?
Are we good?
Yes, I'm not going to make any expressions for the rest of the time.
No, Lauren.
Okay.
You're amazing.
Let's do it together.
I don't know because you guys just froze.
Guys, we were talking about guns.
Yeah, we're talking about guns.
I wanted to hear more
Oh,
of your...
yeah.
So I was proud of myself for staying calm in the airport, because I come from a country where there are not a lot of guns, and going through security where there are a lot of people with very large guns freaks me out, because I think somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
And it might be me. What if I sneeze weirdly and they're like, no, terrorist? Also, I got asked if anyone had asked me to bring anything, and I was like, no. And they were like, do you have presents for people? And I said, yes. And they were like, what? And I was like, am I not allowed presents? They're like, what is it? And so I told them, and they were like, oh, that's fine. And I was like, why did you say it? Like,
These are so dangerous.
yes, I brought biscuits.
Hobnobs.
Yeah. I brought everybody a live kitten. Is that okay?
I mean, I'm sure everyone would have enjoyed.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand what I would constitute as a gift that they would constitute as a threat to the United States.
I can help you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, do you have insider information?
Well, produce.
Well,
Animal products.
I brought biscuits.
Yeah, but those don't grow in bushes.
yeah.
Sadly
Like,
not.
The produce part is for, because the produce can carry parasites, pesticides,
Invasive species,
disease, whatever. And also, I think there's a legal, like, it could constitute some trade problem, like you're bringing stuff into the country and you're not registering it or whatever. So
Like
just always
large
lie.
quantities.
Yeah, just lie.
Yeah.
No.
4 packets of biscuits.
That's the
Not-
Pickles and Vodka official stance is lie.
Lie.
Just lie.
Yes.
Lie. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got 2 liter of maracuya juice into the United States.
What is
Passion fruit.
That's not allowed?
Oh, I took it from Honduras.
That's not
lived
allowed?
there, you can't bring
I'm learning
stuff
so much
like
today.
across unless it's very specifically allowed because of whatever regulations that I don't know.
So they don't let you bring in passion fruit juice, but you can bring in guns?
There was a sign in the airport saying, please keep your gun in its holster.
We have to tell people.
But yeah, it was the fact that you needed to have the sign.
Mm-hmm. Saying,
Um,
we know everyone has guns, just keep it in the holster, please. No, I will admit when you were saying that and you were saying, like you were obviously uncomfortable seeing it. I'm just like, I'm someone in a country that has a lot more guns, and I'm particularly in a state that really loves their guns, and I feel just as uncomfortable. There are often security guards in the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we went.
And they got, and when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, like, are you going to get mad at me for getting to pay for a bag of salad?
People are going to steal the deodorant and tampons, Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I know, and the only way to stop them is to shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Just ask. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we shouldn't be joking about this, but
No, but
you know.
But I do agree that, like, I'm just as unsettled when I see it. Like, oh, I'm that close to someone with a gun on their hip. I'm freaked out.
Also, I have no idea what's going to set them off.
Yeah.
Which makes me anxious, which makes me look very suspicious, and then I'm worried. What if I look really suspicious right now? What if they can tell I'm panicking?
They're just going to shoot you.
And they're going to just shoot me because I'm suspicious.
This is getting so dark.
I know.
Video shot, which was lovely.
I love that for
great.
you.
I love when I have a day.
Where you don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are the best days.
The story has a happy ending.
Yeah, Adie did not get shot. We were all here in one piece.
And you got your biscuits.
I was anxious.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you for that.
And you're going to try Jack.
What are those? I've heard of.
That's what we both said. We're like, we've heard of that, but
Like, that's famous, yes.
Read this into the mic.
sure. But then you have to talk about your feelings. I haven't forgotten.
Shout out to the nibblers, the top downers, the insider outers, the let it melt in the mouthers, the all the way rounders, the inside excavators, and the gone in one biters. Make the teas, chop it.
Gone in one biters.
There are multitudes of ways to eat a Jaffa cake,
Oh, really?
and they are being on.
Like an Oreo.
Yeah,
Light sponge cake.
Just open it. I want to see what it looks like.
I did not realize we were doing that. I wanted to know.
well, this is the highlight of the podcast.
I know. This is why
the
we're all
taste
here.
testing
Mm-hmm.
of the British.
Ooh, they're big.
Oh.
How rude. That makes sense.
Also look like they could be bomb-ass Girl Scout cookies.
Oops, sorry.
They're probably better than Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
Girl Scout cookies.
You're not missing out.
We don't
well,
have Girl Scouts.
You're missing out on a couple, but your stuff's still probably better.
Wait.
Oh yeah, they're soft.
It's
Yeah.
got
Oh.
caramel.
The digestives with
Oh my god.
and
Oh, it's
like
not
a
caramel.
softer cook- Well,
Oh my
it's got
God.
goo.
It's got goo.
It's like fruity goo, and it's slightly
It's fruit.
tangy.
Oh, it's fruity.
Yeah.
And there's
It's orange.
a thin layer of chocolate on
Oh.
top.
The cookie feels like a cross between a fig Newton and a amul.
Lauren, you want one?
Okay, I'm suddenly more jealous now that I'm not hanging out with you.
Oh my god, my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god, the final bite is so good. It's like all the frosting and the... anyway, Janai, where are you at?
I'm here.
Yay.
Yay.
We're very glad you're here.
Yeah. We got a salad, right? Man, first of all, there is a restaurant dedicated to grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, I walked by
we went there.
Is it good?
Yeah, so the sandwiches are like $13. The fries are $7, and it's like a salad bowl. And the salad, $22. But it's like a family size bowl. Like I filled
Okay.
two. I didn't finish the salad.
Damn. That's...
It's big. We had two.
I should hope so for $22.
Well, I live in Seattle now, so like that's how much the grilled cheese would have been.
Also, I paid about $22 for a vegan meatloaf and mashed potato in Atlanta.
Was it worth it?
It was so worth it. It was amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't know where you were going with that.
You know, I thought that was a normal price.
I've never had vegan meatloaf, but now that's kind of what I want.
Sorry.
Sounds kind of good.
It was very good.
Okay. Should we play the cute little messages we got?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Stop it! Janai is trying to keep me from playing the cute little messages. Okay, this is from Jess.
200 episodes. That is bananas. Congratulations. I am so thankful for Pickles and Vodka podcast. I am grateful. I'm so grateful that I stumbled upon it, that I binged episode after episode on my long road trip home years back, because it has brought me such a sense of community that I was otherwise lacking where I live. And I don't think I realized how much I needed that until I found this podcast. Thank you. Thank you for giving up time in your weekend, for spending the time to edit, to spend the time to make sure animals are not puking in the background or scratching at the door. I'm incredibly thankful for everything you guys do. You're normalizing, you're breaking down stigmas, and you have created such a beautiful and safe space for everyone who listens and participates in voicemails and messages. There have been some really dark points where I have almost slipped back into my disordered eating behaviors, or some thoughts got pretty dark at times for me. And I was able to plug back into the podcast and be reminded I'm not alone. Just what y'all are doing really matters, and it's helping. It helps people. You play a large and vital role in a lot of people's lives that I'm sure you don't even realize. So thank you for being light in the dark. Thank you for creating a sense of community and a safe space. Thank you for connecting people, because I have learned things and been challenged to think about things from a different perspective by, voicemails from Janai, having them on the podcast, having Orion on the podcast and leaving voicemails. It's people from Peach that I don't even know what the heck that is because I am social media illiterate, but I am just thankful for all the connections and the community that both of you have built here in Pickles and Vodka. And just thank you. Congratulations, 200 episodes. I can't wait for 300, 400, 500, heck, maybe even 1,000.
Janai has figured out the sound effects. Yay! Thank you, Jess. I'm like sweating right now.
I'm waiting. I wish you would cry already.
I don't think I've ever cried on the podcast.
That felt slightly threatening.
Oh, that's my thing. When I write someone like a very heartfelt note, I'm like,
I mean,
it was beautiful. I feel like I feel very nervous, like sharing these in front of you guys because I feel like I don't know.
We would have just
what local
heard
celebrity?
That's what my mom says.
What are you? Why?
Because it's
Why nervous?
praise, and I feel like I don't deserve it, and I feel like I'm like bragging.
You're literally not talking.
I know, but like,
yeah.
I'm gonna cut all of this. No, since you're our producer now, do you want to play the next voice?
Is that okay?
Yeah,
okay.
This is nice. I don't have to do it.
Boy Orion crawling back in with another voicemail, but it's super important for you to know just what a great thing that you have been doing with this podcast and just like as people. But oh my God, 200 episodes is crazy. That is such a long time. And I'm just thinking back, like all the years and years I've been listening to this podcast, like from way back in the beginning, and like how different my life was and what I was doing and the reason I started listening and the reason I continue to listen. And wow, just like the way that you have shared your own stories and other people's stories and all of your failures and wins and just been so vulnerable or so guarded or just whatever you're feeling like talking about. You just keep putting work in and putting this out. And like, that's so special and cool. And you got to know that it must be said. It must be told. I think that just it's given me so much, even just encouragement to help me deal with my own struggles and bad decisions. And it's helped me make better decisions and it's helped me cope. And it's given me delight and joy and sorrow and deep thoughts. And just even, I remember like specifically, there was an episode that you put out last January where you were talking about some pretty heavy stuff over the New Year's. And I was listening to it while picking my way over sheets of like deadly ice walking home late at night. And I thought that like I legitimately almost died on that walk home. but I was just like so locked in and riveted on listening to what you guys were saying that I think it literally saved my life that night. And like many things save our lives, and the people around us save our lives. And I'm just really glad that you guys are people in my life. Like, I've just loved being able to speak with you and listen to you and just be a friend. Like, you guys are such good friends. You know, like, there's times in our lives where we just are not surrounded by friends a lot. And to make friends, you got to be a friend, and you have to learn to be a friend. And I just treasure those friends that I have who have just put in the work to learn how to be with people because they care about people and because you care about yourself. Like, to be a good friend, you have to be a friend to yourself. And I think that it is very inspiring the way that you guys just like continually are putting in the effort to become better people because you also care about, you know, the betterment of other people. And I think that that's like a loop that we all need to just get together and, you know what I'm saying? I don't. But yeah, do good for yourself, do good for others, and just share. Like, that just shares and spreads. And through stuff like this that you do, like through the podcast, you put 200 episodes of just whatever into the void, and, you know, you've brought out so much healing in the world. And thank you. Just thanks. Just keep going. Let's all keep going.
I can press pause. He goes on to apologize for leaving 10 voicemails the other day. But yeah, thank you so much, Orion. I think that opens the door to some conversations we could have about, well, Peach and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're all here, like, all of us met on Peach.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Sorry.
No, what? Go ahead.
By the way, is, you know, it's very simple. There's not a lot of pushing and following, so you can just do your thing on there.
Yeah, funny story. And I feel like I might have brought it up to you, Christina, before, but I was like randomly thinking about this, how I remember when I first met you on Peach, you know, you probably were going through a really bad time with the bulimia. I'm pretty sure you were drinking then. So, you know, I think that you probably were just like pretty out of it and pretty much, you know, seconds away from crashing and burning. But I remember like thinking that you were like a really cool person and that I would really get along with you. And I think like because of that, I think you probably like dropped a lot of people that you didn't know. Because I remember being kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, I was hoping to get to know her. She seemed cool. I was like, but I totally understand. You know, she's got a lot going on. I don't take it personally or anything like that. And then randomly, we added each other again. And I was like, yay!
Listen, I've gone through so many Peach purges, if you will, where you just like remove a bunch of people. Like, even though it is such a safe private community, I still sometimes feel exposed.
Yeah, you're still putting your stuff out there for a lot of people, and we get pretty raw. That's why I said, I was like, I think we only added each other like a month or so ago and hadn't said very much. So I was like, I get it. You know, she's going through a lot of shit, and I'm practically a stranger.
I'm pretty sure by 2018 I was friends with all of you, though. When did you join Peach, Adie?
In the Pro-ED purge.
Oh, yeah. We have not yet done an episode about... Well, we started out not talking about Peach at all.
Yeah.
I feel like we mention it like every episode.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of us came from Reddit when they deleted a eating disorder support community over there.
The name did not help it, to be fair.
The name did not.
Yeah.
But if you looked at any post, because like they shut down that shit quickly.
Yeah, the subreddit was called Pro-ED. So
yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know how I found anyone in the beginning, to be honest.
People posted their Peach usernames
On the Reddit?
on the Reddit.
That's right.
So I went through and followed everyone that I could find, and then I went through anyone who like commented on someone else. I would add them.
Oh yeah, I still do that sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how I get new people now, but I was just adding everyone, and there's a few people that I talk to so much in like the first year, and they just haven't posted in like 4 years.
I know.
And I'm like,
some of them have been on this podcast.
like I can't delete. What if they come back and they're like, oh, my friend's gone.
Yeah.
It's funny you said that about the name. You reminded me because I've mentioned on here a few times how like I built a similar community back in LiveJournal, and I also was not on the community that migrated over there. I guess it was an AOL Instant Messenger community.
Wow,
and
that phrase.
Their name was Adie All Stars.
ED All Stars on AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, they had like a group called that. They all moved to LiveJournal, and at that point I was about 20, I guess.
I mean, I used to be part of an eating disorder sort of group on WordPress.
Oh yeah, WordPress.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a few WordPresses.
Me
WordPress
too.
is a great host for web designers because it's so versatile and powerful and it's free.
It is. Yeah.
It's also great for, people who just want to say shit and don't necessarily want anyone to talk back.
How long have you been being vulnerable on the internet?
A very long time. Probably should, go back in time and tell my parents, parental controls. Maybe make them stricter?
I just hacked around mine.
My brother did, but yeah, I had a fake Facebook account that I used to use to talk to people.
As one does.
Yeah. Because I didn't want them to find, actual me. I just wanted people to talk to. And then
I still want that.
I used to talk to people on Farmville.
Oh,
Farmville.
Yeah. I had a lot of friends on Farmville.
You are younger than us.
Yeah. I'm 29.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're the youngest one here, and I'm 32.
I'm
33? 34?
44,
91.
baby!
Yeah.
Did you say 91?
I was born in 91, figure it out.
Oh, you're only a year older than me.
I know. I'm
That's
still
cool.
your elder.
Yeah, that should be 33 then.
Well, it's 25.
I think.
Depends if you have had your birthday or not.
I have not. I'll
yeah.
be 33
Yeah.
this year. The age Jesus died.
Get on it.
No, I'm going to have a goth dance party.
So what
with,
are you planning to do then?
Crosses.
It's going to be a funeral theme and very blasphemous.
Oh no, it's very Shakespearean.
And then 3 days later, you're going to call your friends and be like, wake up, bitch.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm back, bitch.
I'm back, bitch. I don't know if I'm that dedicated.
Oh wait, surprise bitch from American Horror
Oh,
Story.
wait.
Those are all good options.
How long have you been vulnerable on the internet?
You skipped you.
Well, we know me. I had my online friends in secret, and we would post on our blogs and stuff. But I was still trying to be a good Christian girl back then. So I'd write about my depression, but then it would be God, help me take this away. It was a flaw. Then, yeah, I went through some really rough shit in 2018, and I was I don't know how to talk about this stuff. I'm going to make a podcast. And just...
Excellent decision.
And now all I do is be vulnerable on the internet.
Yeah.
Janai.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Notice their new nose ring, by the way.
Oh, wait, I'm also wearing
Pickle ear.
pickle earrings that Janai gave. And guess what?
Sweet.
There's some for you too.
Yes, I get to stab my ears and make them bleed because they they pierce my ears so badly.
Oh no, I can pierce them.
But it's worth it for those.
I would take them up on the offer.
They're platinum, actually.
Oh, well then maybe they won't, cause me issues as much.
Well, you can
usually I'm wearing cheap earrings.
Put them on a cork board or something. And
No, I'll stick them in my ears.
that's right.
So you can always wear it as a little badge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or on your bag.
Oh yeah, that's
The
always cute.
possibilities
Mm-hmm.
are endless.
Okay.
But you didn't answer the question.
Yes,
I-
you distracted. How long have you been vulnerable on the internet?
Since before I should have been doing it, I was very vulnerable with the wrong people. And but then I remember, I'm going to tell the story now to deflect. I was in a Harry Potter AIM chat room,
Okay.
We don't
Nice,
need to say
nice.
the whole thing.
Was it Draco Sluts Forever?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe. But
Go sluts forever.
I was trying to think of an embarrassing thing.
oh no, because I was 10.
Okay, no,
Maybe.
you were
I
not
was
Draco.
young. I was young. You know, it's the internet. Everyone is like this Jimmy Bob, whatever, 42.
Yeah. Even if they
Has
say
a
you have to be
tiny
your
wiener.
13, you're like, okay, I'm 13.
Yeah, because but yeah, so they're like, someone was insulting the size of someone's wiener, and saying it, and I was like, how would you know besides sucking it? And that is what my mom saw, and like the only thing she's the first, and then the last thing that she saw, because that was not good behavior of me.
So sinful.
I'm a sinner. They tell me.
Lauren and I talk about this all the time. I kind of want to hear from you guys, like, not just how, like, the podcast has impacted your life or, like, how you found out about it or whatever, if you want to say something, but also, like, Peach or, like, the online communities in particular. Like,
Yeah, like the fact that you're here with two friends that we know through just like online communities mainly. It's just kind of like, how has that affected your life?
thank you, Lauren, so much.
Online communities have been really important to me for like quite a long time. So when I was 14, I got really into Tumblr. You can like add the boo emojis.
Oh no, I love Tumblr.
No.
I still have a Tumblr.
I still have a Tumblr.
Oh my god,
I think I was too old for it. I remember being jealous that people were making their Tumblrs cool, and I kept trying, and I was like, I can't do it.
So I met my first partner on Tumblr through the, wonders of being vulnerable on the internet. Somebody went, yeah, I want that one.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we dated for 3 years.
All right.
That was an experience, but I've never lost the online community because I dropped out of Tumblr during the pandemic. So actually I had Tumblr for quite a long time, but I lost the community after I broke up with that partner.
That makes sense.
But I still had Reddit, and then I had Reddit until they shut us down, and then I had Peach, and I could not live without my peaches.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this week has been so wonderful getting to meet all these people.
Shout out to them.
But yeah, there's so many things that I would have never done if I hadn't met Peaches, and a lot of experiences I went through, because, like, I'm trying to think, like, when I was on the podcast, if it was just before or just after my dad died.
It was right after.
Had I been dumped then?
I'm not sure. I thought about listening to it before this, but I was like, no that's not even you anymore.
Yeah, my dad dying happened while I was on Peach, and the person I thought I was going to marry leaving me happened while I was on Peach, and those are things that I felt so isolated and so alone in my physical life. I couldn't talk to friends because I couldn't leave the house, and I couldn't make words verbally. I just kind of just went anytime I tried to speak, but I could speak on Peach. And so being able to get the feelings out when I was completely nonverbal, I think is actually more important than I was aware of at the time, because I needed to get the feelings out, and not only could I get them out, I was sending them to a place where people who knew and loved me were like, hey, I'm here for you, and maybe try these things, and here's a picture of a cat. It's the little things.
Yeah, and it feels just private enough to be safe. Like I've met a lot of Peaches in real life, and it's just so surreal. Like we've been rock climbing together. What are some crazy things?
Why choose the thing you don't like?
It was fun. I don't hate it.
I didn't say you hate it.
I'm just trying to think of stuff.
I'll be really shit. But I'll have a lot of nice time.
They're planning rock climbing.
It's fine.
Okay.
I know.
I'm like, this is great podcasting, whispering.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Sorry, listeners.
Guests.
I'll just cut it out.
You are.
Message
I
perfect.
have
Fuck those
The
guys.
power. I will make you guys sound so good and look so good, trust me. I won't embarrass you at all.
There's no improving perfection.
Yeah.
That's true.
I want to dump those pickles on your head.
You should! Wait, okay, let's just wrap up then. What were you saying? I feel like we were talking about friendship and Peach and
the importance of an online community.
yeah, I just wanted to wrap up with that because it's just appropriate, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we have any thoughts you want to get out on the matter that, like, you want other Peaches to know, or I don't know.
It's just like the right level, like where you can be more vulnerable.
Look who's
Like-
talking, though.
But I'm definitely more vulnerable there than I am with
You really
like
are.
friends in my life.
I know that's a big deal for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just nice to know that we've always got the girl parliament.
Yeah.
It's actually just the most beautiful thing.
Do you want to explain that? Because the podcast listeners know Dawn.
So, as I understand it, big fucking quotation marks, you know, Dawn would put on Peach, like, hey, here are some screenshots of texts. Was I being unreasonable? And we'd all be like, no, your partner is an asshole. What the fuck? Who says that? And then they showed it to the partner, who was like, oh, of course, like, the fucking girl parliament's gonna say that. And then us, especially Jill, were like, yeah, we are the girl parliament. You know what? Fuck you. We're great.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to do so.
And now, don't you have a girl parliament
do.
tattoo?
Oh.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
And Chelsea's was talking about getting hers, and so was someone else in the Atlanta group. And I was like, do it.
Yes.
I'm also planning on getting a peach tattoo. That's one of the ones I've got.
Yes.
So that and a mushroom ring on my knee.
I have a peach tattoo that I actually got with one of those peaches who hasn't posted in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Shout out
Aw.
Shannon if you're listening. You're my
Aw.
favorite Canadian.
Incorrect.
Who else is a Canadian?
Anorexia.
Oh!
Oh,
I love
yeah. Of course.
Just kidding. My second favorite Canadian.
Oh, like, we went on a holiday together.
Oh yeah,
I know that doesn't.
I'm so jealous you got to meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was great. I was hoping to see them again this trip, but it hasn't worked out. We did talk about, like, maybe renting a car and doing a massive drive. It was kind of long. But yeah, that's my favourite Canadian.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Listeners, who's your favorite Canadian?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
And if you don't have one, pick one.
No.
Find
You will
one.
be
right now.
assigned a favourite Canadian.
Yes.
This episode is so random. I love it.
I know.
I don't know what you expected.
Yeah, I know. We're all exhausted. Like, all four of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've been binging?
What?
Is The Unfocused Writer.
Wait, say that again.
I've been binging The Unfocused Writer.
Nice.
You hear that, Christopher?
Christopher.
And he, you never know who's listening.
And I'm at the part where they're always talking about Pickles and Vodka podcast.
I know.
Like, they
I
just
know.
discovered this girl makes this podcast about mental health.
I did the same thing. Like when you started talking about them, I started listening to all their back episodes, and I love that too. When you get to the part where it's like, yeah, it's like they say on that podcast, Pickles and Vodka. And I'm like, that's us.
Yeah, I get giddy every time. Were you going to say something earlier about Peach? Any takeaways from your numerous years on and off? No pressure.
Peach has been I guess it was the first way I was allowed to love how I know it should be. Without having to cover that light, I guess, because, like, it's real. Like, even the Peaches who haven't met I mean, they're real people and they're really communicating and they're really affecting everybody who knows them. And that's cool.
Yeah. You're all very cool. I'm glad I know you. And that includes you, listener.
Find your online girl parliament.
Yes. It's a gender neutral term, by the way.
Yes.
Just like bro.
Yeah, like bro.
Yeah.
I guess it's been a wild ride. And I'd like to thank God and my mom.
Of course.
Hobnobs.
And Hobnobs. Let's not forget.
Hobnobs. Oh, wait, but...
Doing some ASMR.
No, but for real, I couldn't make this podcast wouldn't exist without all of you too, because obviously Lauren, you rescued the podcast when I was ready to give it up. And
I know that we've made it to 200.
And you committed to recording every single week. You know what a big deal that is?
This one will make a noise.
Yeah. I have more nice things to say about you guys, though. It's like a shortbread.
Yeah, no one's giving me a hobgoblin or whatever. I keep forgetting what they are.
A hobnob?
I couldn't really read it when you showed me, so I'm just making up random words from what it kind of looked like.
A little one.
I want Hobgoblin to be in the name of this episode somehow.
Okay.
Anyway, I appreciate all of your support because, you guys have both individually and, collectively made this possible. And I mean that.
I'm just a little guy with biscuits.
I mean, yeah. And we're excited to wrap this up.
So to apparently get to 1,000, according to Jess.
Oh my god, when she said that, I was like, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna need some.
I know.
Oh, do you want to dump the pickles on my head?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Should I record this?
Yes, it is being recorded, but if you want to use my phone...
I feel like perhaps you should go on the bed, because I do care about the time that you'll have to spend cleaning up.
Don't worry about that.
200 pickles.
Don't fucking worry about that. Oh my god, don't worry about that.
Alrighty.
All right.
Immediately after you do it, let the cats in.
Oh, yeah.
No!
Do you notice how the story has remained?
Yes.
I fixed my door.
Fixed.
Oh.
For $2.49 or whatever.
Yes, Jesus.
Yay.
But I want more pickles in my face.
It's like you were baptized.
There's still one in there.
There's one in my hair. Oh my god. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, it fell out.
Oh.
No, it was just deeper in there.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you, and you, maybe, I don't know.
You get a car, and you get a car.
And
All
you
right,
get 200
bye.
pickles.
Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
If you like what you heard, tell a friend about the podcast. You can send them to picklesandvodka.substack.com, where they can listen to our entire catalog and find our newest merch. We love hearing from our listeners, so leave us a voice message at speakpipe.com/picklesandvodka. My personal Instagram is at xtinajumper, and Lauren's is at Lauren3_AFH. We'll see you next week.